call Haloyim La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give a double honors to the apostles and elders that prophesied and rule well for the hope of 144 and 1/3 of Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel, starting at the house of Great Millstone. Shalom to you Akim, who teach and learn in sincerity. Shalom to the Akwith, who learn in sincerity. It's your brother Kanan, and this is going to be titled Take It or Leave It. Adawan Ratazah, I'm going to leave the link to the video that Elder Manatazah did from South Carolina, where he went in on this woman who's going supposedly trying to chastise a camp in Chicago. I don't know if it's Great Millstone or another camp, but saying that we're too aggressive, the camps are too aggressive, and if they just tone it down a little bit, it would help her. And I'm going to use this scriptures to rebuttal that whole thought, okay? So this is Take It or Leave It. Starting off with Isaiah 58. And this is, by the way, in the title of my title, Kanan, Cry Out Loud. And it's also the name of the video that Elder Manatazah that he titled it, okay? So this is Isaiah 58:1. Cry out loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. Now, this does not take any, to me, this should not take any type of breaking down. Is straightforward. Cry out loud. You don't hear people low cry. It didn't say whimper. It said cry out loud, spare not what? Thy voice, thy energy. Give it all you have. Lift up your voice like a trumpet. Now, anybody ever heard a low trumpet? No. Trumpets are put on blast, okay? And show my people their transgressions, okay? Their transgressions is their sins, okay? Their abominable, filthy sins. And the house of Jacob, who is Jacob? You so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics. Yes, also you speckled birds. Your father, your seed, your lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in that order, okay? Not one, but the other, in that order, okay? Their sins. Okay, so we were sent here to give you warning one more time. Cry out loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. And that's what these men do, starting at the house of Great Millstone. They don't use microphone, blast, and booms. They use their voice to exalt Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai and show my people their transgressions and the house of Jacob their sins. Okay, so this woman.
This goes to the male Hebrew Israelites in Chicago. First of all, I come in peace. Let's just start. However, I have a simple request. I think, at least for me, it's a simple request. I hope it's a simple request for you too. Is it possible when y'all are reading from your scripture, can y'all not be so aggressive? I really do be wanting to listen to what y'all saying, but y'all be sounding so mad and aggressive that my brain just turns off and I can't hear none of it no more. Can y'all tone the aggression down just a little bit, just a wee bit, please? Because like, if somebody asks a simple question, y'all like huff up your chest and be talking with all your soul, and that's terrifying. Like it's aggression for no reason, and I can't deal with that. I'm from the south side of Chicago. I can't handle people aggressively in my face. Then I'm gonna get aggressive, and then that defeats the purpose of trying to learn. So, for little old me, can you please just?
So for little old you, the answer is hell no. Okay, but we're gonna get more scriptures to back it up. We're not doing this for little old you, okay? We doing this for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Let me give you an example of that right now. This ain't for little old you. This is for the election. The 144 and the 1/3 of Yasharallah, okay, which is numbered amongst this whole world, amongst the sand of the sea and the stars. We're innumerable, okay? So that's who it's for. It's for the house of King David, all right? This building, the temple, rebuilding King David. This is Ezekiel 3, starting at 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Yasharallah, unto the whole world. No, Yasharallah, once again, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, and Hispanics. Therefore, hear the words at my mouth and give them warning, red tape, warning from me. Red, warning, stop. Don't do that. Okay? When I say unto the wicked, and who is this wicked? The wicked of our nation, the 2/3, okay, which is greater than 1/3. Obviously, thou shalt surely die, and thou giveth him not warning. Okay? Warning is not, hey, you over there, stop it. Don't do that. Warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand. Okay? Okay? At thy hand. Whose hand? The prophets. Okay, once again, we are the messengers, and he gave us a job to do. So when people always say, what are you going to do about it? Okay, what is your prayer? We're going to preach. We're going to preach salvation is to Jacob, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, and we're going to preach that the 17 nations, starting with Edom, the earth is given to the hands of this wicked ruler, that they're going into captivity. Okay, it's our turn. That's what we're here to preach. Saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turneth not from his wickedness, and that's you 2/3, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul, our soul. So that's what I'm going to do, to answer that question that people love to answer. So what are you going to do about it? I'm going to preach. I'm going to be the messenger that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai sent me to be. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 11, starting at verse 6. But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge, but we have been thoroughly made manifest amongst you in all things. I have committed an offense and have Salakia. This is 7. Have I committed an offense in abasing myself, humbling myself, lowering myself, that ye may be exalted, because I have preached to you the gospel of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, freely. And what he's saying is, I didn't hide this knowledge. We was given knowledge. He just told you we was given knowledge through Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. And then we did what he told us to do. Send it forth in lessons, okay? Starting with the highways and byways, okay? Then going into these lessons, these personal lessons, okay, to get this word out. Give them no rest, okay? Give them no rest from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right? This is the book of, so see, she's talking about for little old me. No, we're not doing this for little old you. Now, here's an example, and then we're going to get straight to the point. Here's a good example. This is just an example, by the way. John 15, starting at verse 18. This is the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. If the world hated you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. And that's what she was displaying, the hate that she has, the disdain she has for order, to listen to these men that are giving her this wisdom. Oh, I get an attitude if you get an attitude. Okay, well, carry your attitude. That's an attitude against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. If ye were the world will love his own. Doesn't that remind you of some of these prophets out here that selling garments and hats and onesies and whatnot, making merchants of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because the world loves them and they buy into their wine. Okay, that's some more of that Babylonian wine. It's just given to you from the 2/3 of our people. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Remember the words that I say unto you. The servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, Yahushai, this is red letter, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my sayings, they will keep your sayings also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. They don't know Yahweh. They don't have that relationship. See, that's only for the 1/3. Okay, in the election, the 144. Okay, the Alahayim. The Alahayim, the lowercase, or the gods under Yahushai. Okay, we've been given that gift of his true name and his kasad, his mercy. Okay, this is the book of Mark 7 and 27. But Yahushai said unto her, the woman, okay, let the children first be filled, for it is not meet to take the children's bread. The children's bread is what the proportion that belongs to Yasharallah, the election, and to cast it into dogs, the Gentiles. Okay, now dogs, is that a phrase of praise? Is that a phrase of humbleness? No, right there, that be that rude speech that Paul said. Look, Yahweh Shai is austerior. It tells you, and what is that? That's Luke 19. Okay, he tells you when he's talking to that servant who didn't do the work, who hid the talent. I am austerior. Okay, so we're not coming here for giggles and hugs. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua wasn't that type of a prophet. He's a teacher that was about his business. His business was serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Now let's get to it. All right, here's why. This is what's so sincere about this work. This is Revelations 12. Where we at? It's 12 starting at 10. This ain't playtime. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and the strength and the kingdom of our Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, and the power, the Allah power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren, who is that? Starting with Edom and all of these nations, Psalms 38, but mainly Edom, Esau, brethren, is cast down. And we're seeing that happen now. He's being taken out of the power seat all around the world. Okay, forced to consider these ICBMs towards each other, which is going to cause mutual sure destruction, which accused them before Yahweh Bashim Yahushai day and night. Okay, where we going? All right, and thou overcome him by the blood of the Lamb, Yahweh Shai, and by the word of their testimony. Who is that? The prophets, the starting with the apostles of Great Millstone, sent to chant down this place, kind of like the walls of Jericho. Okay, bringing them down. And thy love not their lives unto death. Okay, we chose to work for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, not for our own belly. Okay, so no, we can't tone it down for little old you. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitations of the earth, all the earth, and to the sea. For the devil, once again, the false accuser, the adversary, the so-called white man, self-proclaimed white man in this day. Okay, Job 9:24. Is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So this guy is coming in like a ravishing wolf and coming to break down your door like the three pigs. And we supposed to say, hey, the enemy's coming. Or we supposed to say, hey, get the fuck out the way. The enemy's coming. Here he comes right now. Oh, shit. Okay, think about the energy and passion that we supposed to, once again, Paul said, though I have rude speech, okay? So let me give you an example why she wants it to be all kind and pleasant. This is the fair use copyright. Let's get right to it. 107. I'm not selling the product, strictly for educational purposes. Thinking it's funny.
It impresses me a little because I have never seen something so close, such a large ship of that magnitude.
The Cubans were clearly impressed. But Putin isn't doing this to capture their attention. His target is a little to the north. Barely 160 kilometers away from Cuba, that is where Florida begins, which means that Putin has just sent his warships to America's doorstep. This comes weeks after an American provocation. The US recently gave Ukraine a green light. It allowed Kiev to use American weapons to strike Russian territory. Putin said that it was an escalation, and now he has responded by sending warships to Cuba. This has some Americans worried.
Hopefully this is not the beginning of something that could be unpleasant for humanity, because we are the ones in the middle. We are the ones who pay the highest price for the conflicts and disagreements that one group has with the other group, and in the end they stay safe, because they send war, and we are the ones who pay a high price.
So we're in the last seconds and opportunity for you to repent and turn back to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, but you worried about how we deliver the message. Okay, that don't sit right with me, okay? You need the message toned down to understand that we at the end of this. All right, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 2, starting at verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Yasharala. Once again, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, to a rebellious nation. If you get tough, if you get loud with me, I'm going to get loud with you. That have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. For they are impotent children and stiff-hearted, okay? Stiff-hearted, stiff in the mind, all right? In the mind to turn back to the righteousness. I do send thee unto them. Send us. He put us in this position to have to deal with you stiff necks. And thou shalt say unto them, thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Allah, power. And thy, whether, Salakia, this is 5. Second Esdras, this is my point, 2 and 5. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, either you listen or not. That's why I named this, take it or leave it. All right. For they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet amongst them. And I pray I still had this because I had this yesterday. Salakia. Here we go. Oh, here we go.
Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. Said to express that the offer one has made is not negotiable. So you don't have an option. You either listen to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua's warning or leave it. And that the one is indifferent to another reaction to it. And that's her. I just don't like the way it's being delivered. Well, don't take it then. Ignore it and take everything that comes with it. Here's 5 again. Second Esdras 2 and 5. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet amongst them. And you know, when they know, that's when they're going to be getting judged. That's when you're going to consider when it's too late. She won't be saying in the time coming. Here, let's give another example. When this really hits the fan and it's all in your face, you ain't going to be worried about the delivery.
And was readying its defense to defend itself from a counterstrike. Looking at the timing of all this underscores the harsh reality. Russia announced tactical nuclear weapon exercises about 3 weeks ago and began them 2 weeks ago in their southern military district. Russia then sortied 11 nuclear missile submarines into the Atlantic Ocean about 10 days ago. About 3 days later, Russia then sorted another 27 additional nuclear missile submarines into the Pacific Ocean, folks. That means that there are at least 11 or 12 nuclear submarines off the coast of America.
Hold on, though. You make sure you be nice when you deliver that message about the United States surrounded by totally nuclear destruction.
Atlantic Ocean, the East Coast. There are 27 nuclear submarines off the coast of California, the West Coast. That is almost 40 submarines, folks, ready to launch their nukes at the United States.
Do you hear that?
See, we've been sent to give warning of this and more chaos to come. This is just a part of it. The chariots are coming. Yahweh Shai is coming with the host of angels, all right, to directly take it out. Okay, Esau's coming with that sword in various categories of it. Okay, the famine's coming. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is not a man that he can lie, so he's promised all these things and we see it playing out. So no, we're not sent to just be humbly nice to you when we teaching it. Kill me with that shit. This is Jeremiah. She got the nerve, man. And she was doing all those nasty was trying to be flattery with her faces. I don't know what you call it. Just pure sarcasm. Jeremiah 30:6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child, wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travaileth, as a woman about to have a baby. We know about birth pains, all that sweating and busting out and all that pain. And okay, and all faces are turned into paleness. We seen the cartoons when Fred Flintstone gets frightened and he stiffs up, and or Acme, Bugs Bunny, whoever it be, they get scared, they stiff up, and this ghost jumps up at them. That's the times we going in, and you're in real time, and you're talking talking about tone it down a little bit. Arise, for the day is great, so that none is like it, none ever. No slavery, no not coming over here on the slave boats, not being chased down by this wicked man, not anything we've been through. Butt breaking, none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, that's once again, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, our trouble is at the door. But he, the election, the 1/3, the 144, shall be saved out of it because of faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Okay? Because of faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's the only way you're going to escape these conditions. I got another one. Yup.
So doesn't Russia understand that that would also mean the nuclear annihilation of Russia?
Vladimir Putin has addressed this. He said, we won't start the war. We have a nuclear doctrine that's quite clear. But if you hit us with nuclear weapons, or if you use conventional weapons that threaten our nuclear deterrence, we will respond. We understand that we will go to heaven as martyrs, but you'll go to hell as the people who started a nuclear war.
Okay,
that's the Russian
Russia's
approach.
mentality right now. Okay, he's not playing. They're not, the bearers not playing. They're thoroughly ready to do what they got to do. Okay, and it's all being given by the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua to them. This is Revelations 14:20, and the winepress was trodden without the city, and the blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse's bridle, about 6 foot tall up to the horse's back, okay, of blood running through the city. All right, and you want us to tone down the message. This is what's going to happen to this land starting over here in spiritual Babylon, and you in Chicago, okay, you part of it. By the space of 1,600 furlongs of blood. Just the height of the blood alone, but then imagine the width of it. It's just covering them everything. Blood, okay, of our people. All right. Once again, we just read Jacob's trouble, but you want it to be sweet though. You still want to be comfortable here. Oh, hey, woe to you women that are at ease. This is Isaiah 13, starting at verse 2. Lift up ye a banner upon the high mountains. That high mountains is the government. Okay, and we doing that. We chanting them down. Exalt thy voice unto them. Exalt, lift it up. Once again, lift up, not shh, be quiet. Shake thy hand. Does that sound like we being nice? You know how you shake your hand when y'all talking y'all smack. Okay, think about it. Are y'all being nice? That they may go into the gates of the nobles. And then she say, I'm gonna get an attitude. So she didn't say that she's capable of displaying that attitude, but don't have it with her. I have commanded my sanctified ones, the prophets. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger. Okay. And this is the apostles broke this down. This is actually going into those warheads, okay, and to them IBMs, okay, because his spirit is in them, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noises of the multitudes in the mountain, like as of a great people, a tremendous noise of the kingdom of nations gathered together. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, of hosts of armies, mustereth the hosts of the battle. They come from a far country, from the ends of heaven. See, this is those missiles marching to their targets, okay? The ones that will not miss. Even Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and the weapons of his indignation, righteous anger, okay, to destroy the whole land. How ye, for the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. That's right. He loves everybody. Yeah, he loves punishing when you out of control. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Okay, and they shall be afraid. Tongues and swords shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. Didn't we read that earlier? Men don't get pregnant, so why this type of anguish and pain? For fear. They shall be amazed one another. Their faces shall be as flames, caught up in them in that nuclear destruction, okay? Because you didn't want to take heed, you didn't take warning, now you're receiving the punishment. Behold, the day of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua cometh cruel, both with wrath and furious anger, okay? To lay a land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Okay, and that's a promise. So once again, we just been sent here to warn you of these things. Okay, to warn you of these things. All right, you ain't got to take it from us. You can leave it, and that's why I named it that. And I pray that this has been edifying. Shalom.